Hi, TC here at the Miscue. Beginners often ask me for advice on drills to help them with potting and positioning. Well, I always say you can't go wrong putting 15 balls out and trying to pot them all without missing. So there are different levels to this particular drill, but we'll keep it simple. We're going to try and pot all 15 together today. So take the ball in hand, and where would you start on this table layout? Can you spot the problem ball? Yeah, it's the 2 ball, isn't it, here? So we're going to start with this one, and we're going to try and not just make the pot, but we're going to try and think of the shot we're going to have afterwards, and if possible, the one after that as well. Okay, so here, no point in me putting it here because all I can do is stop there, and that's going to mean I've got an awkward shot off the rail on the next ball. So I'm going to probably start here and get this white out in this area. So I've got the 11 or the 7 or the 3 or the 4 as my next shot. Okay, now with this drill, try not to go more than 2 diamonds distance between each shot. So let's start with this one. Okay, so just a nice firm bridge. Okay, nice and soft here at the back. 2 fingers is fine. I'm going to hit slightly lower on the ball there, just to bring the ball out. Okay, and I've done exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, so now I've got the 7, and if I play it correctly, I can roll here for the 4 or the 3, and then the 11 afterwards. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Right, I did cough then, that's why I went out of position. Right, I'm going to get rid of the 3, okay, and then 5. But let's think, what's my next ball? I'm going to come off the cushion, I'm going to come back here so that I've got a shot on one of those 2 balls up there. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Happy with that. Now I'm going to screw across for the 11. Right, and now we're getting going now, aren't we? Okay, so we've almost cleared half of the table, and we should now be thinking about where we're going to put this ball for a shot up here. So I think if I put a bit of follow, bring the ball here, then I think I'm going to have the 15, maybe the 10 or the 9. Okay, so always make the pot. That's the key with this one. So there we go. I put a little bit of right hand side, and I brought that down perfectly, if I do say so myself. For right, we've got options, haven't we? We could put this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Many options. Okay, so think what option gives you the shot after this shot. Okay, so if I hit this in, the white's going to naturally roll here. That could be an issue, couldn't it? Okay, it might leave me without a shot, but I might have the 14 or the 8. The 10 ball might be good because I can come back up here. This also might be good here. But the 15 is the ball that I really want to get rid of. Okay, I think that's the problem ball at the moment. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that in. And I've got a shot on the 6, and I've got a shot on the 12. So I'm going to take the 12. Okay, because that's going to bring me out in this area. And that's the other thing with this as well. If you can try and get the white ball in the middle somewhere, you're probably going to have a shot. And the same goes for a match. If you're keeping that cue ball in that area, then you're always going to have a shot. Right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of draw on that, just to bring it across table. And we've got options again, haven't we? Okay. Now that doesn't quite go. These 2 do, and the 8 does. So, decisions here. What would you go for here? I think at some point we've got to come and get this 6, haven't we? So I'm just going to get rid of the 9, and that should give me a shot on something. Okay. Yeah, so we've got the 14 into the middle, and we've also got the 1 in the middle. I'm going to go the 1 because that'll bring us back up table. Okay. So top spin, straight in. We're going to have a nice shot here, promise. Oh, didn't get a nice bounce then. Otherwise it would have been nicely on for that 10, but it's not a problem. We got the 14 into the middle. Okay. Right, again, can you see, I'm thinking a lot about the position for the next shot, and almost the shots, the pots themselves are taking care of themselves, okay? So I know that if I hit this ball, I'm going to land here and I have a shot on the 8. If I hit it harder, I can come around for the 10 or even rattle the 13 out of the way. But I'm just going to tap it and come on for that 8 ball, okay? Right, a bit hard that, so now I've got a tricky shot. Right, I haven't been counting, but we've potted 12 balls, okay? So can you see, for beginners, it is great for potting. Position-wise, yeah, I've gone a little bit awry with the position. Now I've got it to a cannon, okay? So with a cannon, line this up here. That's how I would pot that 8 ball. I'd hit it here. So this is my ghost ball. So if I hit that spot here, I know it's going in. But of course, I want a shot after it, which I've got. And I was hoping to finish on the 10 ball to be flash, but I'll finish on the 13. So I'm going to put this in here. I'm just going to bring it with a bit of left side, so the white ball's here for the finish. Okay. Now you've got to put a stroke on this ball. Okay. If you don't, then what might happen is, I've seen it before when people are on the 8 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball, depending on what game you're playing. The penultimate ball, the ball before the last ball, they don't put the stroke on it. They just do the pot and they leave the white here. Well, the odds are you're not going to win the game from there. So always follow through with your stroke, okay? Right, here we go, the 15th ball. We haven't missed, so our 3 lines are intact. And there we go. Okay, so beginner's drill, 15 balls without missing, so we've done that. As you get better, it is important to make it a progression drill. So by that I mean, if you're potting 15 balls quite easily without missing, then the next step is take away your 3 lives. Okay, I know we didn't use any then, but do it all in one go without missing. If you do that, then upscale it. So say, right, you cannot hit another ball in that drill. Okay, so pot all 15 without missing and without hitting another ball in the process of potting. It's up to you if you want a cannon to it be included in that. I would say no, because if you include cannons, then it suggests you've gone out of position, but it's your choice. And the other thing you can do is you can say you've got to play the cuba off a rail every time you hit a shot, so that will really help you with your positioning. So there you go, a very basic beginner's drill, but one that I think is really underrated and overlooked. So if you found that useful, do click a like and subscribe, and keep enjoying this game. It's a great game and you've got to stick with it.